Chef Rock. He's one of a kind. Chef Rock. He will blow your mind. Chef Rock. You gotta watch him do his thing. Chef Rock. All right. Chef Rock. Highly skilled.
Yeah, baby.
And yes, it's thrill.
Mike's hot.
See what he's got cooking. Chef Rock.
Hey, I'm the other white man.
That's right. Don't forget it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chef Rock.
I'm Chris C.J. Johnson. Good morning, San Diego.
Hey,
this
it's
is
Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day.
You got a
Absolutely.
wish out? Give your mom a shout out.
I love you, Mama. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for everything you've done for me and all the blessings that you bestowed on me, all that hard work you did for me and the family. I really appreciate it and love you very much. Thank you.
My mama's on the East Coast.
My mom.
And so this is a long shout out, but you know, I always think back of all the lessons she taught me when I was growing up. Be independent, do your own thing.
Be your own man.
You know, and learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Be kind to others.
Yeah.
And I remember all those lessons, and I wish Mom a happy Mother's Day. I wish I was there to spend it with you. But I will be back for the big wedding. We got a big family wedding coming up.
Really?
You know, niece.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be back. So we'll be hanging there. So all you mothers out there, I know that doesn't sound good. All the mothers out there.
All the mothers in the hood.
We want to wish you, especially Giovanni's mother, my wife, Janice.
Awesome.
Happy
we
Mother's
should
Day.
definitely take this time and say thank you to all the women who are mothers and the women who are expected to be mothers soon. It is a great honor, and it's a great privilege to be a mother, and because I know that personally because my mom took great pleasure in raising me, and she would always tell me. Even to this day, I call my mom up. I talk to my mom every single day.
Right.
So yeah, we're still she's still mothering me to this day. A little bit too much, but
there's nothing wrong with that.
You know,
there's nothing wrong with that.
She always has something to say, but I listen.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to take the good with the bad.
This is correct. But,
yeah, I know.
You know, but she's a lot to say. But
Well,
she's good. She's good. She's a good lady.
Well, we got a lot of stuff happening on today's show.
Yeah.
We excited for today? I'm
always excited for the show, man. I'm excited to see you cook, man.
We're going to cook it up.
Stuff.
I'm actually going to make a dish today that you can. I know it's not too late because it's 8 in the morning. You can go to the store and some of these ingredients you might already have. It's a tart. It's almost like a quiche with a pie dough crust. And if you don't have the time, you can go buy that pie crust already made. You can make a whole one. I'm making them individual servings, a little portion, like brunch size for Mama.
Yeah.
And ours are going to be filled with shrimp, shiitake mushrooms,
and
the tops of the broccoli. I shaved the little flowerets.
Yeah.
Real thin.
So it's little broccoli.
Yeah, they got little baby broccoli in there.
Baby broccoli sprinkles.
Little sprinkles of broccoli.
Yeah, I like
scattered throughout the dish. So I'm going to be making that. What kind of voice was that? Hi, I'm going to do a little cooking today. Yeah, I'm auntie.
That's what I love about you, man. You bring the joy to the show.
Well,
man.
we both of us.
Thank you very much.
I
bring the good looks.
It's fun.
Man.
You bring the good looks.
You bring the joy. You know what
I bring
saying?
the food.
You bring the food.
I get stuck bringing the food. Hey, we have an NFL great on the show today too.
Yeah, we
J.R. Tolver.
Yeah, he's
local guy too.
Matter of fact, he was a San Diego State legend. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
That's where his accomplishments were there, and he was a wide receiver there, man. And
wasn't he a quarterback at Mira Mesa?
He was a quarterback in high school.
The Marauders.
That's right. And but at that time when he was a quarterback, when you go to college, they transition you to a different position.
They always do.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, when you're a quarterback, a minority quarterback in high school, they transition you to a quarterback. Because the game's faster today. The game's a little bit more.
Okay.
So he's here in the studio today, and we're going to talk to him and have him give a shout out to his mother, and
that's right,
and talk about. Life after business, life after football.
Right, and I think that's always the toughest thing. What do they do after football? And
it's
as
important.
You know, and I know a lot of NFL guys and sports guys.
This is why it's important to get your education. He got his college degree in business, and he's doing quite well. So that's important. We want to talk to him about that.
We also have an Innard Moment with Mike, the casing man.
The casing man. I like that.
Which it's always interesting to learn more about that business.
It's interesting, man. I won't lie to you, man. I never thought about it until we started doing this show, And now I think about it every time I go to the store and see some sausage. I wonder whose casing that is.
And you know it's his.
You know what I'm saying?
Most of them are his company. Not his, but the company he works with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a really interesting group of people that we have today. And we have Frank Barron coming back on. We're putting on a concert this summer.
Yeah.
July 28th. At Miracosta College.
It's a jazz concert, right? Jazz. Yeah.
Jonathan Butler.
Yeah, Jonathan Butler's something special.
Unbelievable. Man. Grammy nominated.
Yeah.
Saw him last year, and I think it was Thornton Winery.
Yeah.
Big outdoor concert. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a follower of his for a long time.
No, amazing.
And we're putting a concert on. We'll all be there because I'll be doing the food.
I'll be there. I'll be doing eating, man. So I'll be there. Again,
I need a tester. You going to be there to help me test?
I don't know if I'm going to test. I'm just going to eat, bro.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, you know, when I send people through the line first, that's testing.
Why you want to give me some samples, man?
No,
give me a whole plate.
Chris, I never say samples.
A tester gets samples, bro. I need a whole plate, bro.
You're like me, man.
You know
don't give me that little plate.
That's right.
Hey, when we come back, I'm going to be cooking in the ESPN 1700 kitchen. I wonder what they smell like that Monday here. We'll be right back.
All right.
What's all this crazy question they're asking me? This is the craziest.
So much fun.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. The music loud, been me home, being kicked around since I was born.
I don't know what you're doing, but you can call it dancing if you want to.
Remember this last move? The arrow. We did all that. We did all that stuff.
That was my high school. maybe yours, brother, but not mine.
Hey, I was in the first.
I get jumped in the parking lot if I did that in my high school, homie.
I could dance. That's the bomb.
I'm not mad at you for dancing. It's just
That was at disco.
lucky you older now, so we can accept it as
I know.
old man's disease. You know what I'm saying?
I would be eating 4 leaves before dancing like that again. Hey, you know what? You were ready to cook?
I'm ready, man, to watch you cook.
You know, it's
bro.
Mother's Day. I got
right.
something special that you can still do. Last minute. Don't worry about it. If you have the opportunity and you still want to cook something up nice for Mom, this is a great recipe to follow. I want to show you this really cool product that we just found. It's called Dough Easy.
Okay.
It makes cooking with dough,
Easy.
it takes all the problems out of it, which usually when you're making dough and for pie, it
Right.
sticks,
Yeah.
tons of flour,
Right.
real mess.
Right.
Dough Easy, these guys came up with this new mat, and I want to show it to you right here. It's a vinyl mat, but check it out. It's got all the different diameters on it for different size pie crusts. Check it out.
Oh,
Chris.
sweet, man.
It's washable, and it's easy to use. These are pretty cool. They come with these grids,
Okay.
so you can build up a different size, a different width. They have all these different things you can lay out. So if you wanted a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, because you can't figure that out when you're just rolling it between 2 sheets of wax paper.
Yeah, for
Plus
sure.
flour everywhere. And I even got flour here, but we're not going to use it. So I made a pie crust. Pie crust dough.
Right.
Real easy.
You made the dough.
Yeah, with shortening, salt, water, and flour.
Simple dough.
Very simple. You could buy the ones that are already made, but who knows what's in them.
That's right. All kinds
So
of
we got our
nasty stuff.
dough. Now usually, you let it sit in your fridge for a while to set up. I'm going to put that right down here. And you just cover it up like that. Now, I'm like you. Sometimes I forget stuff. So I forgot the rolling pin.
Right.
So a wine bottle works great for a rolling pin. It's not touching any food.
No, that's not bad, homie. That's ingenious.
So I just kind of, I use it like a rolling pin. And you roll out your dough, the thickness you want. And then after you punch out the circles to fit your tin,
Right.
you could mush that dough back together again and roll it back out again.
Man, that's really nice with that wine bottle. You must have done that before.
I've done it before.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, you mean drink wine?
No, I
drink
know
wine.
you drink wine before the show started.
I want you to see this. Look, normally that would be stuck all over. There's
Yeah.
no sticking at all. So I have these little pie tins that I'm going to use. So I got a glass cup that fits around that size. I just want to show you how easy it is to use. I mean, a lot of people use knives on it, but it cuts up your mat. You don't need to.
Yeah.
So I kind of just, boom. I want to show you. Normally, you'd be over there trying to scrape it off, do all that. Look at this.
Oh, peels right off, man.
Peels right off. And if you needed a little flour, that's okay, but we don't need any. So now I got my little pie tin, and I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to push it down. And pie crust is
Done.
very easy to work with because you could just push it down and you break a little hole in it.
Yeah.
So I just need it to go up to the side like that. I'll do another one here and show you how easy it is, just to prove that this mat is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
And you can do pizza dough on there, anything you want to roll out. But look at how clean it comes up.
Wow.
How easy
That's nice.
this
man.
is to use. And to get one, because we cut a deal with the Dough Easy folk,
Okay.
to give you guys a discount.
Sweet.
Not going to get it for Mother's Day, but you know what? You can get it for Mother's
you can
Day.
buy it for
just
Mom.
get it to her
Hey,
a little
just-
later than Mother's Day.
It doesn't matter when. You
Because
just
she
buy
should
it
be
for
cooking
Mom.
on Mother's Day anyway. So I got the pie crust. We're going to do a shrimp tart. It's kind of like a quiche.
All right.
It is basically like a quiche. So we're going to come back in our next segment. We're going to saute up some goodies for you.
Okay.
We're going to fill these up and show you how easy it is to finish these off in the oven. And if you go to Dough Easy right now, and in the promo code, put Chef Rock,
Right.
you'll get a discount.
Awesome.
Nice. So when we come back, we're going to show you how to fill with the little goodies that we're going to create. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Happy Mother's Day, mothers.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
30.
So that's good, huh?
was
Isn't that
good.
easy to use?
It looked real easy, bro.
Wait till you taste it.
I'm not even a cook, but I could probably do that.
You know what? I think you can do that.
I'm going to try it, man. Can I get one of those?
You can get one.
I'll have to order one and get Chef
You got to
Rock
order
discount.
one, baby. All of a sudden he wants a free. Beverly, can you talk to this guy?
10.
Wow.
I like freebies, man. That's
Freebies are
I
good.
thought we were in the business of freebies.
We are. Yeah, we ain't that good of friends.
All right, well, I just wanted to take a second. I know it's Mother's Day, and Mom, I miss you. I love you very much. I know I don't get to see you that often, but I'm always thinking about you. You're in my thoughts and prayers, and just thanks for having my back. You know, I hear a lot of fans yelling at the games, but I know that you would yell louder than all of them if you had the chance to be at a game. So I love you very much, and I hope you have the best day ever.
Did you know when cooking on a gas stove, your cookware is losing 70% of the heat because the flame is escaping up the side of the cookware? That explains why it takes so long to boil water. Cooking with cheap cookware can be frustrating and ruin your family's meals. How would you like to cook with the same cookware they use at Cheesecake Factory, Carrabba's, Spaghetti Factory, Panda Express, and Rubio's? I'd like to introduce to you the first true green cookware called TurboPot. TurboPot has fins on the bottom of each pot and pan and acts like a heatsink in a computer. They were designed to absorb heat efficiently, making it possible to boil water 30 to 40% faster, sear like a chef with even heat, and cook vegetables faster to retain nutrients. TurboPot will be the last set of cookware you'll ever buy. Go to turbopot.com and at checkout, use my personal code CHEFROCK for a 15% discount. I'll even throw in free shipping with orders over $99 in the US. That's turbopot.com.
I've been really trying, baby,
Mike's hot.
trying to hold back that feeling when she's gone.
You know that.
Now we got real music on.
You know this, right?
Yes, I do.
Marvin Gaye.
I know. Marvin Gaye,
friend.
the man.
I love Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, it's Mother's Day. You probably wonder, what could I make? This is the perfect dish. This shrimp tart is so easy to make. If you don't have the time, you could actually just go buy one of those unfinished pie crusts and just do this filling. As you see, using the Dough Easy comes out perfect every time. I can't say it enough. This is being used by chefs all over the country, in restaurants, hotels, and right here on the Chef Rock and Friends show.
That's right.
Right
That's
here.
right.
So I got the pie crust done. I got to make the filling. Very important. And the thing about filling or working with a stove is you got to have the best pans. Everyone's always asking, how about you, chef? What's the best pans? Well, I have a lot of different pans, but the best one I found is these turbo pots.
Right.
See this heat sink on the bottom of the pan? Gas is a repellent. It hits the bottom of the pan, shoots up the side, you lose 70% of the heat.
Right.
It's a lot of wasted energy.
Yeah.
And exhaust. You got all that extra exhaust in your house? You want fresh air. So these are fresh air pans. That's what we're calling them. So when you cook with gas, it runs through these grates and it heats up the pan so fast. I just turn this on and that pan's hot. These are our saute pans. It even's got a little patented design right here, this slot. Now this pan's been on for a little while, but look, I can still hold it right there. It's not hot at all.
Man, that's good.
Really cool.
I just burnt myself on the pot the other day.
Yeah, all the time. You grab the handle, you go, ah!
Yeah.
That's not good. So I have some melted butter. We're doing the filling. I got shallots. I'm an olive oil garlic guy, but when you got butter and shallots together, shallots are a much more, I would say, milder part of the onion family.
Okay.
So I have some shiitake mushrooms. I'm going to place in here. I like using the shiitake mushrooms because they have a much more of a bite to it.
Okay.
They don't break down as easily as other mushrooms because there's not as much moisture in them. So I got that going. And then shrimp. We're going to do shrimp. Oh, these are the best. These shrimp are incredible. Look at the size of these shrimp. These are known as 1620s. That means there's 16 to 20 shrimp in a pound.
Wow.
These are not just any shrimp. These are wild-caught Argentinian red shrimp by, let me show you the pack, Marina del Rey. These are the most incredible shrimp tasting-wise and price-wise. They're available at Sam's Club. And I know there's only one in San Diego, but our show goes all over the country. Sam's Club, $15.98 for 2 pounds. Wow. Peeled, deveined, and butterflied, all ready to go.
All ready to go for you.
So in my little cups, now you can do a big pie, I cut them into little bite-sized pieces. It's just easier to spread them out inside of one of these little cups. I just wanted to show you the size of these little bad dogs. And they are the best tasting shrimp you'll ever have. They almost taste like a little bit of lobster.
Good, man.
Don't they smell good already?
Good.
So I'm sauteing this up. Now I'm going to spice it up a little bit. Actually, I want to. This recipe called for a couple other things like spinach, some other things. I just needed something green. So what I do is I got some broccoli d'arabe.
Yeah.
You know, the baby broccoli, and I just shave the heads, and that's what I'm going to put in here.
Oh, so that's the shaved part of the broccoli.
The broccoli, but I'm using the little baby one, so they're really tender. And you get that nice little broccoli. Ah, broccoli. I'm cooking with broccoli. Remember that Dana Carvey song?
Yeah.
So I have a little chili powder. I'm going to put in there.
2.
A little bit of cinnamon. Yes, that's right.
Put a little cinnamon for
Little
some sweetness?
cinnamon. Yeah, believe it or not.
Yeah.
A little salt. A little pepper. And then I'm going to blend this all together and cook this up. Only takes a minute. Because these pans are incredible.
Yeah.
You can boil water in half the time.
Yeah.
That's how we do our tea in our tea time. And they're available at turbopot.com. We'll give you a 50% discount if you go on now and you order. And you can get that right, use our promo code, Chef Rock.
Sweet.
A quiche it calls for cream and eggs. So I have a cup of whipping cream and 1 egg, whole egg. I blend that all together. This is a custard filling, you know,
Okay.
basic for quiches and things of that nature. Now, normally they ask you to, you know, season it up, but I got so much seasoning in here, I don't really need to. And this is going to cook. So I'm going to put some of this as a filling inside of my pies. My
Man, that
little
smells delicious,
shrimp
man.
tarts. Oh, well, you can see them. I made little small ones here so we could all try them. And do that. Ladle on some of this custard mix. And place it in a 350-degree oven for probably 30 minutes. I would watch it at around 25. And they come out beautiful like this, as you see right here on the table.
So 30
Perfect
minutes,
for
30
Mother's
minutes of cooking
Day.
time?
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Easy for Mother's Day.
So the prep time's not that big, not that long, 5 to 6 minutes, and 30 minutes of cooking time?
That's it, because the
Man,
shrimp are going to
beautiful.
finish cooking in the oven.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. You can go to chefrock.com and get the recipe right on our ESPN page. And we'll be right back with our next guest. Thank you. Have you tried the latest taste sensation called Panati To-Goes? These amazing European snack packs come in 2 tasty flavors. Hazelnut and vanilla, a stripy white and hazelnut spread made of freshly harvested hazelnuts and sustainable ingredients. Cookies and milk, made of fresh cookies and organic milk. Outstanding, each served with breadsticks for dipping. The perfect snack. Wherever, whenever, now available at 7-Eleven's. Panati. Try it once, love it forever. Well, I'm going to run a little contest. Starting today, whoever buys the most to-goes for the whole week and sends me a picture of the labels and receipt, you could win 24 to-goes, a $36 value. Send the picture to Panotti, Penotti at chefrock.com. Did you know when cooking on a gas stove, your cookware is losing 70% of the heat because the flame is escaping up the side of the cookware? That explains why it takes so long to boil water. Cooking with cheap cookware can be frustrating and ruin your family's meals. How would you like to cook with the same cookware they use at Cheesecake Factory, Carrabba's, Spaghetti Factory, Panda Express, and Rubio's? I'd like to introduce to you the first true green cookware called TurboPot. TurboPot has fins on the bottom of each pot and pan and acts like a heatsink in a computer. They were designed to absorb heat efficiently, making it possible to boil water 30 to 40% faster, sear like a chef with even heat, and cook vegetables faster to retain nutrients. TurboPot will be the last set of cookware you'll ever buy. Go to turbopot.com and at checkout, use my personal code CHEFROCK for a 15% discount. I'll even throw in free shipping with orders over $99 in the US. That's turbopot.com.
I sure wrote. Good guess. You know who the group was?
No.
The Knack.
The Knack?
The Knack. They were pretty big, man.
I remember the song.
It was good. I love the song.
High school dancers.
High school dancers, yeah. All the guys who couldn't dance throwing their arms up like they were on
I know.
Footloose.
We just stood there and watched those
Right.
guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I was a dancer. I could hoof it.
That's what I hear, man.
I can make those moves happen.
I'm gonna have you do a little demo for me.
We did the bus stop, the whole shooting.
The
man.
bus stop?
Hell yeah.
Oh, the one
2 groups of-
outside?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do
Well, I'll
outside,
give you
yeah.
an outside. Hey, welcome back to the Chef Rock Show. I'm Chef Rock.
I'm CJ. Chris
Man,
CJ Johnson.
I like that. What'd you think of those tarts I made, those shrimp tarts?
Man, they were delicious, bro.
You ate them already? Wow, look at it. I see crumb. Hold on, you got a little crumb right there. Well, I'll tell you what. We're ready for our Innard Moment with Mike, the casing man. How we doing, Mike?
Hey, good morning, Chef Rock. How are you?
Great. Say hello to CJ. He changed his name. It's not the common man anymore.
Oh, hi, CJ.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
In case people don't know me, I'm Mike the Casing Man.
Right.
You can reach me at casingman@yahoo.com. I work for DCW Casing out of New York, and we're actually a Danish company.
You sell Danish?
I was going to give you little facts about sausage and casing. Globally, just dinner sausage, not including hot dogs and salamis, it's $3.85 billion in sales.
Holy cow. It's a lot of sausage.
A lot of
Oh, yeah.
casings.
It's a lot of casings.
Sausage is just ground meat with spices stuffed into a casing. There are 5 different types of casing. They're all good. There's natural, which is sheep, hog, and beef. There's collagen. There's cellulose. There's plastic and fibrous.
Wow.
Plastic. What are the plastic ones?
Well, the plastic has to be peeled off. So does the cellulose.
Right, I knew
And
cellulose.
so does the fibrous. And they're all good. I mean, I personally like natural casing because I can picture my ancestors using it thousands of years ago, and it holds in the flavors, and it's basically natural. But some people prefer unnatural. They don't like that snap.
The
that
use
I
of
like.
case- use
a
of
real
casing's been
sausage
1,000
to me
years
has
ago?
a snap when you bite into it, and that's from the natural casing, and it really holds in the flavors. And the way you can tell if your sausage is natural, sausage casing is natural or synthetic, If you look at the end of your sausage or your hot dog and you see these little creases or like lines extending from the middle, that means it's synthetic casing.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
If it's perfectly smooth or there's a little knot on the end of it, that's a natural casing. And like I said, some people prefer the synthetic to the natural. It's all good. Different areas of the country make different sausage, just like different areas of the world. Some areas of the country, they like things to be very flavorful. Other areas, they like it to be not so spicy. Certain areas, they actually use their sausage as a spice. That's how spicy it is. In Hawaii, the sausage is delicious. It's a mixture of the Portuguese spices with Hawaiian spices. And people will cut that up and add it to a stew, or they'll add it to a soup to give it a Hawaiian flavor. Same with Louisiana. There's a sausage in Louisiana called Patton's. It's served in a bucket, the way they did 75 years ago. You take a scissors and you snip a piece off and you put it in your gumbo or your gravy or your stew, and it adds the Louisiana flavor to everything.
Wow.
Speaking of Louisiana, there's this town called Beau Bridge, Breaux. It's a restaurant and market, and of course they make sausage. When I go there 6 a.m., in the restaurant, it's all men, no women, and they're all back there speaking French like they did for 100 years.
Wow.
It's a real interesting place.
What are they drinking?
Coffee.
They have coffee, that real heavy-duty coffee?
Yeah, the coffee in the morning.
Chicory.
And it's very cultural. They make all the Louisiana Creole food there, and Cajun, of course. And in Miami, there's the Cubans. Again, their sausage has a lot of flavor, and it's also used to spice.
So it's an ingredient.
And,
they add it to a dish that they're making.
Yeah, they add it to it. Even if they're making Italian tomato sauce, the Cubans will put a piece of sausage in there just to add its flavor. It's actually a spice. Same with in Louisiana. They use it as a spice, which I thought, that's the first time I saw that was in Louisiana. I thought that was really interesting.
Right. Well, let's get it straight. The Italians that started that. We put the Italian sausage in the
that's
sauce.
true.
Come on, Mike, get it right.
Yeah, my mom used to do that.
Come on. Stick a pepperoni with the skin on. Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris, CJ asked a question. You know what? We're going to have to save it for next time. We're basically out of time again, Mike.
Okay,
So,
remember,
well, thank you.
My email is casingman@yahoo.com.
Fantastic. That was an Innard Moment with Mike, the Casing Man. Ooh.
Mike's hot.
Woo! Stones. Finally, we got them on the air.
I was trying to figure out who that was.
The Rolling Stones, baby.
So-
Brown sugar.
Now that I know.
Welcome back.
Now you hear that voice, I know who it is.
Now you know.
I know
You're
who
away
it
from
is.
the sing.
Yeah,
Then you know who it
absolutely.
is.
Can't miss Mick Jagger.
Now you got it.
Yeah.
Now you can hear, right? Yeah. All right. Welcome back to the Chef Rock and Friends Show. I'm Chef Rock.
I'm CJ, Chris Johnson.
That's right. And that was just an Innard Moment with Mike, the casing guy. Always incredible information in the world of casings and sausage.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. You dream
I mean,
that
I
stuff
love,
up.
I love sausage.
Sausage, baby.
Now I eat my sausage, I cut it open, I think about him.
Oh, well, that's kind
know
of
what
a
I'm
scary
saying?
thought. But in our studio, we have Frank Barron. Not only is Frank a great friend of mine, he is probably the most I don't want to say appreciated. Frank does so much for charity. Maybe under the radar is the word. So much for charity that, I mean, my gosh, you should be nominated for a Nobel Prize. Forget that other guy who thinks he should get it. You do so much to bring peace and prosperity to people who do not have in a place where you were brought up, Oceanside.
It's a great opportunity,
Yeah.
something that I'm just totally excited about, look forward to on a daily basis because I'm really involved in a community in Oceanside. trying to bring peace and joy in this day and time when everybody's just filled with strife and anxiety and looking for hope. And that's what we do with Awakening Ministries Outreach. We're an organization that started 10 years ago on a street corner, just passing out apples, oranges, apples, and banana and water, talking to people. And in the last 8 years, we've gone from that street corner to passing out over 640,000 pounds of food in this community in Oceanside, trying to help, just trying to make a difference.
And you are.
What we're doing now is I've gotten into the field of concerts and fundraising to promote higher education through music. And we have this great upcoming concert July 28th featuring Jonathan Butler, a 2-time Grammy-nominated artist from South Africa. One of his famous songs is Falling in Love with Jesus. It's one of his greatest songs and on the tunes out there on the radio waves. And look forward to him coming. He's, like I said, from South Africa, so he's going to bring that flavor and music, jazz, to our concert. And again, it's going to be a great time. We have 4 different kinds of levels of seating that you can come and participate in. We have a $25 seat that is lawn seating. You can come, bring your lawn chair or blanket and sit down and enjoy the concert. Then we have 3 levels of seating. We have a $50 seat, a little bit further back from the stage, but still in good view. And then we have a $75 ticket, which brings you a little closer to the stage. And then we have a VIP section, which is a $100 ticket, and that allows you the first 200 seats close to the stage, VIP parking, valet seating, all of that good stuff, and you get to spend time with our own Chef Rock.
Oh, that's right, baby. We're going to be in the VIP booth. We have this area in the back of the stage where we're going to be cooking up some incredible goodies and meeting and greeting everyone. Frank, I know you always go the extra mile to make these events because we've done quite a few events over the years together, motorcycle runs, but all for charity. That this event will be something that will be ongoing year after year.
Yeah, this is the launch for us this first year, and I have a 5-year plan that we're really looking at impacting the Oceanside Unified School District and their music program in the elementary schools. So this will be a real help for everybody to buy tickets, come on out, have a great summer evening and participate and invest in our future. It's a good time, a great cause, and you'll be glad you did.
No, absolutely, man, because you just hear what you were saying earlier about the way the world is, state of the world today. We need a little bit more love. We need a little bit more respect. We need just hug each other and have some fun and a good time. Not always want to argue and fight about things. So this sounds like something that's really going to be a good event for people to get into. I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's exciting, and just the opportunity to share and sow into people's lives, and especially in troubled neighborhoods where right out of elementary school, kids are handed guns by their friends.
Absolutely.
And we're wanting to put instruments in their hands, something that they can learn discipline with, maybe carry on in a future of music, entertainment, that kind of thing. But just something positive for the children to look forward to on a daily basis instead of worrying about whether or not they're going to be shot up at school.
Yeah, we need more positivity.
It's definitely a step in the right direction. There's a lot of problems in our world. We just want to solve one thing at a time, one neighborhood at a time. And with all the budget cuts and everything that's happening in our world today, music can help save a child.
Music
and that concert, we're going to put up that address where you can go get those tickets. They are going to go fast. Jonathan Butler is world-renowned, Grammy-nominated artist. In fact, we went to a concert to see him last year, and we will have you back as it gets closer, Frank.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frank.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you do.
Chef Rock
Appreciate it.
Have you tried the latest taste sensation called Panati To-Go's? These amazing European snack packs come in 2 tasty flavors. Hazelnut and vanilla, a stripy white and hazelnut spread made of freshly harvested hazelnuts and sustainable ingredients. Cookies and milk, made of fresh cookies and organic milk. Outstanding, each served with breadsticks for dipping. The perfect snack, wherever, whenever. Now available at 7-Eleven's. Panati. Try it once, love it forever. Well, I'm going to run a little contest. Starting today, whoever buys the most to-goes for the whole week and sends me a picture of the labels and receipt, you could win 24 to-goes of $36 value. Send the picture to Panotti, Penotti at chefrock.com. Did you know when cooking on a gas stove, your cookware is losing 70% of the heat because the flame is escaping up the side of the cookware? That explains why it takes so long to boil water. Cooking with cheap cookware can be frustrating and ruin your family's meals. How would you like to cook with the same cookware they use at Cheesecake Factory, Carrabba's, Spaghetti Factory, Panda Express, and Rubio's? I'd like to introduce to you the first true green cookware called TurboPot. TurboPot has fins on the bottom of each pot and pan and acts like a heatsink in a computer. They were designed to absorb heat efficiently, making it possible to boil water 30 to 40% faster, sear like a chef with even heat, and cook vegetables faster to retain nutrients. TurboPot will be the last set of cookware you'll ever buy. Go to turbopot.com and at checkout, use my personal code CHEFROCK for a 15% discount. I'll even throw in free shipping with orders over $99 in the U.S. That's turbopot.com.
Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you.
What are you saying? How about welcome back to the Chef Rock and Friends Show. I'm Chef Rock.
I'm CJ, Chris CJ Johnson, man.
Now you had to do it last time.
Man, I told you, I'm like Diddy, man. I'm changing constantly.
Every segment you change
Puff
your
Daddy,
name.
Diddy,
It's not a
back
problem.
to Puff Daddy,
I don't
so now
have
I'm
a
going.
problem with it.
Yeah, so let's just keep it going.
All
Let's
right,
keep it
all
going.
right. Well, that was a great Innard Moment with Mike. We learned all about sausage.
I learned
Casing.
so much about the casing, man, from Mike the Casing Man.
JR, did you learn a few things?
Yeah, I did. It's always good to learn new stuff. So
Well, we're with NFL great J.R. Tolver, a San Diego guy.
San Diego State, great.
San Diego State, San Diego High School.
Right.
yeah, Mira Mesa High School.
So you
You
started
were a Marauder.
Marauder,
you
yep,
started
right
your-
down the street.
You started
I
your
know.
career there, right?
I did, and started as a quarterback. Actually, my dad played quarterback in back in the day, and that's where I started my career and got recruited by San Diego State and by a bunch of other schools at that time to play either safety or wide receiver.
So back in the day, like now today is different. If you're a black quarterback, you actually can get recruited as a black quarterback. So
Right.
for you, did you get recruited as a black quarterback, or did everybody want you because you had speed and agility and quickness? So they want you as a defensive person or a wide receiver?
See, that's super interesting. I look back on it now. I tell people all the time, if I played during this era, I probably would have got recruited as a quarterback just because of the different run pass options and things that people are doing now. But literally only offenses outside of a pro style offense was the option.
Right.
So I got recruited by Air Force, Army, and Navy to play quarterback.
Oh, okay.
But that's because they were option teams.
Yeah.
So you did a triple option? What did you guys run?
No, I didn't run the option. No.
You guys just didn't run it.
Yeah, I didn't run the option in high school, but I threw for 2,500 yards and rushed for 1,000. So teams would see me on film and know that I was an athlete, and the option teams would want to try to bring me in as an option quarterback.
So like when you went to San Diego State, so they recruited you as a wide receiver?
Yep.
Okay, so you had a great career as a wide receiver at San Diego State. What was that experience like what was the transition like for you from going from high school quarterback star now having to learn a whole new position and playing wide receiver?
Man, it was tough. I almost quit.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, listen, like one of the hardest things about football is the physicality is one, but it plays tricks on your mind a little bit, right? So I went from being, star quarterback to this receiver that couldn't stay on his feet. And my body was hurting in a way that it never hurt before. So but that freshman year for me was rough. And then I just, I dialed in and I said, listen, man, like I'm going to be here for the next 5 years.
Right.
I want to make the most out of it. I'm in my city where I know everybody and everybody knows me. The last thing I want to do is not go out here and make this as good as it could possibly be.
So, especially being a star football quarterback and then going to school and then not being able to be successful. So you had to work real hard at it.
Right.
One of the things we try to talk with athletes on the show about is when you get an opportunity to educate yourself, take advantage of it, no matter where you go, because you never know what's going to happen after sports. So you got your degree from San Diego State?
I did. I got my my bachelor's in business and started actually working on my master's when I was at San Diego State as well. Graduated in 4 but since I redshirted, I had 5 years.
Okay.
And you know, to your point, one of the things that I still do as a pastime is I read a lot. You know, I go to a lot of conferences because at the end of the day, the only real way to open your mind up to new possibilities is to continue to put yourself in a position to learn.
Educate yourself continuously.
Absolutely.
So then you got drafted after San Diego State, a great career at San Diego State. You got drafted by the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
What was that experience like going into the NFL, you know, as a rookie and trying to make the squad and make the team and everybody being as fast or faster than you?
So I tell people this story all the time because I grew up here in San Diego. Obviously, Junior Seau is a legend here in San Diego. He got traded to or signed with the Dolphins my rookie year.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
So one of the first things I remember is coming into minicamp after the draft, and it was day 2. I had two good practices the first day and day 2. And I looked up, and Junior was probably 400 yards away from me, and he called my name, JR, JR. And I looked up, and I saw him motioning, like, hey, come here. And I was like, holy crap, like Junior Seau knows my name, you know? And, man, I dropped my helmet. I sprinted over there as fast as I could. And he said, keep working hard. You're going to make this team.
Awesome.
And that was literally all I needed to hear going into that experience, to know that not only did I belong, but I could contribute.
And someone his stature recognizes it.
Absolutely.
And can see it in you. So,
and that's Junior, you know, I mean, you know, rest in peace. But that was anybody you talk to about Junior will tell you he's all about building others up. So
that's absolutely great. So we're gonna take a commercial here in a few minutes, but thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, man, it's my pleasure.
We definitely want to talk more about your profession after sports. And some arena football, you played some arena football, so we want to talk about that. And what's the difference between arena football and NFL?
There we go.
Because it's a quicker game, right?
Absolutely.
All right. We'll be back right after these commercial breaks, man.
Have you tried the latest taste sensation called Panati To-Goes? These amazing European snack packs come in 2 tasty flavors. Hazelnut and vanilla, a stripy white and hazelnut spread made of freshly harvested hazelnuts and sustainable ingredients. Cookies and milk, made of fresh cookies and organic milk. Outstanding, each served with breadsticks for dipping. The perfect snack. Wherever, whenever, now available at 7-Elevens. Panati. Try it once, love it forever. Well, I'm going to run a little contest. Starting today, whoever buys the most to-goes for the whole week and sends me a picture of the labels and receipt, you could win 24 to-goes, a $36 value. Send the picture to Panati, Penotti at chefrock.com. Did you know when cooking on a gas stove, your cookware is losing 70% of the heat because the flame is escaping up the side of the cookware? That explains why it takes so long to boil water. Cooking with cheap cookware can be frustrating and ruin your family's meals. How would you like to cook with the same cookware they use at Cheesecake Factory, Carrabba's, Spaghetti Factory, Panda Express, and Rubio's? I'd like to introduce to you the first true green cookware called TurboPot. TurboPot has fins on the bottom of each pot and pan and acts like a heat sink in a computer. They were designed to absorb heat efficiently, making it possible to boil water 30 to 40% faster, sear like a chef with even heat, and cook vegetables faster to retain nutrients. TurboPot will be the last set of cookware you'll ever buy. Go to turbopot.com and at checkout, use my personal code CHEFROCK for a 15% discount. I'll even throw in free shipping with orders over $99 in the U.S. That's turbopot.com.
Mike's hot.
I'm going to have to pick
All right, everybody.
I'm going to have to work on the music next show, man.
Who can make the sunshine? I can, man. Welcome to the Candyland here on ESPN 1700. I'm Chef Rock.
I'm Chris C.J. Johnson. This is our Mother's Day special show.
That's right.
And we have J.R. Tolver in the studio right now. We're talking about football. We're talking about business. We're talking about a little bit of everything. So J.R., tell me, man, after your NFL career, you did some arena football. What's the transition from arena football to, NFL to arena football?
Man, I caught 5 touchdowns in one game one time.
That's a big difference.
That's great for a wide
stats,
receiver.
right?
Yeah.
Bigger stats.
It was a lot of fun. You know, for me, it was that little space between being out of the NFL, and going into the real world. And we played in Staples Center where the Lakers played, so we walked down the same tunnel that Kobe did. So it was a great way for me to transition out of football.
No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So you did some coaching after that, right?
Yep.
So do you coach now, or did you coach then?
Yeah, so I got a job as an athletic director and head football coach at a small private school in Newport Beach called Sage Hill, very similar to like a La Jolla Country Day out here. And that was a really good experience for me too. Once again, another great transition from, being a player to now working, but also being very close to something that I love.
Right.
But now being able to see the other side of it. So 6 years up there was a really good experience for me as I moved into entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I definitely, the thing that's important for having you on the show is that talking about that entrepreneurship, that life after sports kind of mentality. Was it easy to settle into it? Or was it you still craved the contact, or craved the sweat of the locker room, so to speak? Did you crave that, or did you just were able to settle in quickly?
So I think you just hit the point on the head, which is the locker room.
Yeah.
As an athlete, you always have a team around you.
Yeah.
Whether it's your teammates or your coaches or the strength and conditioning coaches or the trainers, you always have a team around you. And I think that's the hardest part about the transition. Is when guys leave the locker room, they don't quickly assemble another team to help them transition into the next part of their life.
So that makes it more difficult for them to adjust to society.
Absolutely. When you're used to being on and being a part of a team, football is one thing, but I tell you, the team environment is really what makes great football players great.
Awesome. So coaching, do you still coach now? Do you want to coach now? Where are you at in the coaching aspect?
Yeah, so I have a nephew who plays for Mira Mesa High School. He's going to be a senior this year.
Right.
My coach at Mira Mesa High School is now the new head coach at Mira Mesa High School. So most likely I'll end up coaching back at Mira Mesa High School if my wife gives me the approval.
Hey, on Mother's Day, ask now. I can bring her a big gift, then ask.
I know.
So business, what do you do professionally besides coaching?
Yeah, I own a State Farm agency right here in Mira Mesa. So we're going on year 2, very short period of time, becoming one of the highest producing agencies in Southern California.
Congrats.
I have my car insurance through State Farm, so I need to talk to you about getting a discount.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, they got the friends and family plan.
Always ways to get those prices down.
Chef Rock and Friends discount.
Yeah, we got.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll have you on every
week. Give me some of that food, man. I'll give you anything.
We'll feed you. Really? You hear that, Chris?
I'm switching agents right now.
Write it down.
It's a done deal.
Done deal.
So if you get a chance to coach at Mira Mesa, I mean, what are one of the things, because sports are different today than when you played, especially high school sports. What are some of the things you can bring to the table now to sports that you can do as a player?
I think it's honestly the old school mentality and the old school approach. Kids these days, they have it a little bit tough because they have access to everybody and everybody has access to them via social media, right? When we played, you go in, you never see your opponent until Friday night. You play hard against them, and then you never see them again. Right. Well, these kids are now, from a social media standpoint, they're always looking to impress on social media, and therefore it kind of, I think, takes a little bit away from what they should be doing with their time and the results they want to get on Friday night. So that would be my mentality is offline, what you do is really what matters, not what you show 15 seconds on Instagram.
We had Dr. Russ Flowers on the show, so our first episode, and he's a consultant, sports psychologist for the Rams and Los Angeles Clippers. And one thing he was talking about is the impact that social media has on professional players. That everybody sees you, everybody knows what you're doing. Will you come in and say to young kids, look, you know what, let's put down the phone and really focus on school, the team, and the work? Because remember, for me, sports was able to cross racial lines. Right. Black kids, white kids all played together. There was no racial divide on the football field. Right. You know what I'm saying? So how would that impact? We got much time, but can make quickly how that impact would be for you talking to kids about social media.
Yeah. So if you're playing golf, what do they say? They say drive for show. Right. Putt for dough. Right. Yeah. I think the work is really where the dough is. So all that stuff that you put on social media. Listen, you could do it, but really the honest, true results that you're going to get is from the work that you actually do.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Great advice.
This is
Great advice. Hey, when we come back, we do something we call Tea Time with White Lion.
Sweet.
Can you hang with us?
Give
Absolutely.
you the opportunity to give a shout out to your mom on Mother's Day.
That's right. We'll be right back. You know who this is, Chris? 4 Beats of Love. Huh?
Yeah. Whip it, baby. Right?
Whip it, baby. You got it. You win a prize.
I win a prize?
That's right.
What's the prize?
I don't know. I got to start the timer, I guess. All right, that's a good timer. So I'll tell you what. Welcome back. I'm Chef Rock.
Chris C.J. Johnson, thank you very much for joining us today.
All right.
Mother Day special.
With
man.
J.R. Tolver.
Tolver.
That was a great interview. Very in depth and into your mind, deep into your mind. Now it's tea time. Now we're gonna smooth it all out.
There we go.
You know, White Lion makes the most incredible organic teas, and that combined with the turbo pot, because it's got that heat sink on the bottom where you can heat water in half the time. And if you order right now at turbopot.com, we're going to give you 15% off by just using Chef Rock in the promo code. You know, so you ready? Have you tried that tea yet? Today's choice is a green garden tea. All their teas at White Lion are organic. It's a smooth green tea blended with chamomile flowers and a hint of sweet spice. This is their green garden tea.
Garden tea.
Now we've had their chai, we've had the mint medley, really good stuff. So White Lion tea, soon to be everywhere here.
You can get it at 7-Eleven, right?
7-Elevens. You can get it right now. You get it at 7-Eleven at Grape in India.
Right.
And you can also get our panati there. The panatis to go at that store, and we got them in jars too at that particular store.
That's awesome, man.
We're in about 40 7-Elevens right now.
Awesome.
It's really good. This is
7-Eleven near you.
unbelievable tea. Yes. Jared, you try it?
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
It's really nice, very mellow. White Lion tea. They got a whole selection. They do these honey pearls too. Did you see these? If you want a little honey in there, it's dehydrated honey, all organic, natural honey. Put that right into your tea. And only at White Lion. So it's all like little pearls in there.
So this is JR. This is our Mother's Day special. So we want to give you an opportunity
to
give
her a shout out.
Say something special to your mom on Mother's Day, and tell how much you love her and appreciate all the things she's done for you.
Yeah,
good stuff. Yeah, my mom. My mom's name is Brenda. You know, mother of 3, me, and I have an older sister, younger brother. So always grateful for everything that she's ever done for me. She actually helps me out in the office a lot too. So it's really cool to have her around.
Have your family with you every day. So that's
absolutely.
Good. So that's good to hear, man. So do you also want to say Happy Mother's Day to your wife?
Yeah. I'd be remiss if I didn't do that. You know, my wife Marielle is we have 2 kids, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Wow, young.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a fantastic mom, fantastic cook. She does a really great job with the kids.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Well, to all you mothers out there,
Absolutely.
I mean that in a nice way. All the mothers out there.
All the mothers.
No, we want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day today. You know, you can go online and grab the tart recipe if you got time this morning to whip up the tart.
Right.
And Chris, CJ, and myself, we want to thank everyone for coming out and thank all our sponsors. We have our Turbo Pot. You can go get that. White Lion Tea and Panati. And Mike is one of our regular contributors now. The Casing Man.
The Casing Moment. What's it called? The
Innard Moment. He sells
Moment.
case 30. I love it. No, he's great, and everyone else who adds to our show every week is our crew.
It's been a blessing.
Tom, my son G-Man, Beverly,
and JT.
JT's back there, and we want to thank everyone for helping out. God bless.
God bless. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Frank Barron, don't forget, you can go to our website and pick up some concert tickets for Jonathan Butler.
Chef Rock, he will blow your mind. Chef Rock, you got to watch him do his thing. Chef Rock, all right. Chef Rock, he's highly skilled. Chef Rock, and yes, it's thrill. Chef Rock, see what he's got cooking. Chef Rock,
Hey, I'm the other white meat.
Chef Rock, yeah.